so they can do self-play in reality. So we're actually pulling that out. So we're going to have at least 10,000 Optimus robots, maybe 20 or 30,000 that can do that are doing self-play and testing different tasks.
Tesla Optimus Gen 3 robot is set to debut this July with at least 5 major upgrades. More importantly, it's expected to be the final production-ready version, capable of handling up to 100 expanded tasks every day, thanks to its ability to learn on its own and share knowledge with other Optimus robots. Elon Musk has confirmed that Tesla is building what's called the Optimus Academy, a dedicated training system for the robot. According to Musk, Optimus could eventually cook your daily meals or even make you breakfast like a real household assistant. With just a single voice command, it could also clean your entire home. But that's only the beginning. Musk has repeatedly emphasized that Optimus Gen 3 is designed to achieve human-level precision in a wide range of tasks. So what makes this version so exciting, and how quickly will it be able to complete everyday jobs? Here's everything you need to know. Right now, the Optimus robots Tesla has been demonstrating are still version 2.5. Musk recently clarified this on X, saying, "We haven't shown Optimus 5.3 yet. It is sublime. The second 2 images are V2 and V2.5.
Yeah, but I think Optimus 3 is the right version of the robot to produce maybe something on the order of like 1 million units a year.
A lot of people are still confused about the different Optimus versions. In reality, Optimus version 2.5 already introduced several noticeable improvements over its predecessor. Its exterior has been redesigned with smoother lines, cleaner joint covers, and far fewer exposed cables. The overall design has shifted away from a boxy, industrial look towards softer, more rounded shapes, making the robot appear friendlier and much closer to a finished consumer product than an engineering prototype. Beyond the visual upgrades, Optimus 2.5 is now integrated with xAI's Grok voice assistant. It can answer spoken questions.
Hey Optimus, do you know where I can get a Coke?
Sorry, I don't have real-time info, but I can take you to the kitchen if you want to check for a Coke there.
Although its responses still aren't particularly fast, and there's a noticeable delay. The conversations can sound a little hesitant and awkward at times, but it's still a significant leap forward compared to previous versions. Now, when it comes to Optimus 3, Elon Musk has hinted that this generation will feature an extraordinary design optimized for mass production. It will reportedly walk more naturally, be powered by Tesla's AI-5 computer, feature even more human-like hands, and look much less like an early prototype. But if you read between the lines of what Musk has been saying, the most impressive part isn't that Optimus can walk, and it isn't that it can talk. It's that Optimus is getting very close to the point where it can actually work like a human. So how will Optimus 3 be able to cook meals, clean an entire house, and handle tasks that are far more complex than anything previous versions could do? If you look at many of the humanoid robots coming out of China, you'll notice something interesting. They can run incredibly fast, perform amazing backflips, box, dance, and pull off all kinds of athletic stunts. Sure, those videos are impressive, but once the excitement wears off, one practical question still remains. Can they actually do anything useful in everyday life? Just because a robot can dance doesn't mean it knows how to wash a single plate. A robot that can sprint across a room may still crush an egg the moment it tries to pick one up. And a robot that can do backflips might still have no idea how to open a refrigerator, grab the right ingredients, turn on the stove, place a pan on the burner, control the cooking temperature, and wipe down the counter when it's finished. And that's exactly where Tesla is aiming. Elon Musk has repeatedly said that Optimus 3 wasn't built to put on a show. It was built to do the jobs people don't want to do, don't have time to do, or simply shouldn't have to do. Boring, repetitive, physically demanding, or dangerous work. But to make that vision a reality, Tesla has to solve one of the hardest problems in robotics, teaching a robot to operate in a world that was designed entirely for humans. Optimus has to understand its surroundings. It needs to know where the refrigerator is, where the handle is located, how an egg is different from a tomato, which part of the frying pan to grab, how much force to apply, how much cooking oil to pour, how hot the stove is, and exactly when the food is done. For us, those actions feel almost effortless. We don't consciously think about them. But for a robot, every one of those steps is a complex chain of decisions. Grip an egg too tightly, and it cracks. Hold it too loosely, and it slips out of your hand. Rotate the wrist at the wrong angle, and dinner ends up on the floor. React just half a second too late when someone walks into the kitchen, and the robot could become a safety hazard. That's why cooking isn't just another cool demo. It's proof that a robot is beginning to understand and interact with the physical world the way humans do. And that's exactly why the next-gen hands-on Optimus Gen 3 matter so much. With Optimus 2.5, Tesla has already increased the robot's walking speed to around 2.6 miles per hour, while significantly upgrading its leg actuators and battery pack. But Optimus Gen 3 is expected to raise the bar even further, although it hasn't been officially unveiled yet. Elon Musk has already hinted at what could be one of the robot's biggest breakthroughs, a next-generation pair of hands that Tesla believes will set a new standard in humanoid robotics. After all, a robot that can walk but can't manipulate objects with precision is still little more than an expensive demonstration. That's where many humanoid robots, especially those focused on flashy athletic performances, still fall short. They've invested heavily in mobility. But the real challenge has always been the hands, because in the end, it's the hands that determine whether a humanoid robot is actually useful. Everyday tasks like wiping a table, folding laundry, picking up a glass of water, unscrewing a bottle cap, collecting children's toys, loading dishes, or cooking, all depend on one thing: hands that are strong enough to handle weight, sensitive enough to feel what they're touching, precise enough to perform delicate movements, and durable enough to operate reliably in all kinds of real-world environments. Tesla is reportedly pushing Optimus Gen 3 toward a next-generation hand with 22 degrees of freedom. That number matters because it allows the robot's hands to move with far greater dexterity than traditional industrial grippers. But degrees of freedom are only part of the equation. The real challenge lies in the actuators, the mechanical muscles that power every joint and every finger movement. Elon Musk has said that building a truly dexterous robotic hand is already incredibly difficult. But manufacturing hundreds of thousands or even millions of those hands at a consistent level of quality is exponentially harder. That's the difference between a prototype and a real product. Building a robotic hand that works in a laboratory is one thing. Building a million identical hands that are affordable, durable, and precise enough for mass market production is an entirely different engineering challenge. Instead of assembling Optimus from off-the-shelf components, Tesla is developing custom actuators for different parts of the robot's body. The hips, shoulders, wrists, and fingers all have very different jobs, so they shouldn't be powered by the same type of actuator. The hips need massive torque to support the robot's weight and maintain balance. The shoulders have to deliver smooth, natural motion. The wrists require flexibility and a wide range of movement, and the fingers demand extreme precision for delicate manipulation. If every joint used the same actuator, the robot would likely end up heavier, slower, more expensive, and far less efficient. But by optimizing each actuator for its specific role, Tesla has a chance to build a humanoid that's dramatically more capable in the real world. Of course, even the most advanced hands aren't enough on their own. Optimus Gen 3 also needs a brain that's fast enough to understand and respond to the world in real time. And that's exactly why the move to Tesla's new AI-5 computer could completely change the game. AI-5 could end up being the single most important upgrade for Optimus Gen 3, not because it sounds impressive, but because a robot can't rely entirely on the cloud. If Optimus is carrying a tray of food, it can't wait for a Wi-Fi response to decide whether to stop when a child suddenly runs in front of it. If it's holding a glass, it can't upload data to a server and wait for an answer about how much force to apply. Those decisions have to happen instantly, inside the robot itself. Self-driving cars are already incredibly difficult because they have to perceive the road, recognize other vehicles, pedestrians, traffic lights, and signs, then react in real time. But humanoid robots add an entirely new layer of complexity. They don't just observe the world, they physically interact with it. They have to handle real objects with real weight, real friction, and real people in environments that are never perfectly predictable. Put simply, a self-driving car needs visual intelligence. Optimus needs both visual intelligence and motor intelligence. And when those two systems have to run simultaneously, the computational challenge becomes exponentially greater. That's why Tesla is prioritizing AI-5 for Optimus. If the chip can truly process massive amounts of data locally while maintaining low power consumption, it will make Optimus faster, safer, and far more autonomous. This isn't just another hardware upgrade. It's the key to taking Optimus beyond carefully staged demo videos and into real-world work environments. So how will Optimus Gen 3 learn 100 tasks per day? Yeah, that's exactly the problem Optimus Academy is designed to solve. The reality is that Tesla isn't trying to manually program every possible situation a robot might encounter. Instead, they're building a data flywheel. The idea is simple. Optimus goes to work, makes mistakes, and learns from them. Tesla collects data from those mistakes, improves the software, and pushes updates back to the fleet. Every update makes the robots a little better. The real advantage is that when one robot learns a new skill, that knowledge doesn't stay with just that robot. It can be shared across the entire fleet. For example, one Optimus might learn how to transport parts inside a factory. Another could learn how to serve food at Tesla Diner. A third might spend its day vacuuming someone's house. Every one of those experiences is fed into a centralized learning system. That's essentially how Optimus Academy works. If Optimus were just a standalone robot, learning would be painfully slow. Even after spending $30,000 on one, you'd still have to train it yourself. But if Tesla deploys thousands of robots across factories, restaurants, warehouses, and charging stations, the system will generate an enormous amount of real-world data about physical labor every single day. And the more robots are working, the faster the entire fleet learns. But to realistically assess the Optimus Gen 3, we can't just look at Tesla's promises. The current humanoid robot race has very specific competitors with very specific specifications. Boston Dynamics has Atlas, an industrial robot about 6.2 feet tall, weighing about 198 pounds, with 56 degrees of freedom, a reach of about 7.5 feet, and a battery life of about 4 hours. In China, Unitree takes a completely different approach. The Unitree G1 is only about 4.3 feet tall, weighs 77 pounds, has 23 to 43 degrees of freedom depending on the version, a battery life of about 2 hours, and a starting price of around $13,500. The Unitree R1 is even more shocking, starting at $4,900. These numbers make the race much clearer. Atlas is not just a beautiful robot for show. As a heavy-duty industrial robot with 56 degrees of freedom, flexible maneuverability, a large payload capacity, and an IP67 rating, Atlas is built for use in factory, warehouse, and production line environments, making it a formidable choice. However, these specifications also suggest that Atlas is targeting a different market than Optimus. A robot like Atlas would be very powerful in a factory, but not necessarily suitable for the kitchen of an average family. Unitree, on the other hand, puts pressure on Tesla in the opposite direction, a price pressure even Elon Musk has acknowledged. To be honest, a humanoid robot priced under $5,000 like the R1 immediately changed how the market viewed robot costs. While the R1 cannot yet be considered a complete service robot, it demonstrates that humanoid form, basic movement, cameras, microphones, speakers, processors, and joints can be packaged at a much lower price than previously imagined. This forces Tesla to be cautious. If the Optimus Gen 3 launches at an excessively high price, viewers will no longer be easily convinced by the promise that someday the price will drop to $20,000 to $30,000. Tesla has a very clear path to commercialization. Optimus doesn't need to do everything from day one. It just needs to perform a handful of repetitive, economically valuable tasks really well. Every time a robot successfully completes a task, the data feeds back into the system. As the system improves, those new skills can be deployed across the entire fleet. That's the advantage Tesla is trying to build, not just selling individual robots, but creating a continuously learning robotic network where every robot benefits from the experience of the others. So, would you support the Tesla bot? What do you think about buying one when Tesla starts selling them? That's the whole episode. If this video just hijacked your attention in the best way possible, kidnap that like button and officially join the crew by subscribing. The chaos continues only with you.